Have you ever wondered how a leader can be so enigmatic that their perception of power becomes almost hypnotic? Well, today, we'll dive into the world of Ririka Momobami, one of the most intriguing figures in Kakegurui. With her gaze always hidden behind a mask and a silence that speaks louder than many words, Ririka is a character who carries mysteries as deep as her very essence. Imagine a world where your social position and power don't depend on wealth or political influence, but rather on a single game. This is the setting of Hayakao Academy, a school where bets are worth more than one's own dignity. It's in this stage that Ririka Momobami emerges, seemingly in the shadow of her twin sister Kirari, the president of the student council. But is Ririka merely a supporting character in this spectacle of luxury and madness? Under her white mask, Ririka is an enigma. Most students barely pay attention to her, considering her an extension of her more famous sister. However, this apparent invisibility is her greatest weapon. Ririka observes everything, calculates every move, and, at the right moment, reveals herself in an impactful way. But is her loyalty to her sister as unshakable as it seems, or is there something more behind that hidden gaze? Let's go back in time and imagine the childhood of these twins. Growing up in the Momobami clan, a family filled with power and influence struggles surely wasn't easy. While Kirari took control with unrestrained charisma and ambition, Ririka seemed to prefer the shadow. But did she really choose this? Or was she forced to live on the margins because of her sister's magnetic strength? The mask that Ririka wears, a symbol of anonymity, might also be an armor against the overwhelming weight of expectations. When Ririka finally removes her mask for the first time in the series, it's as if a veil has been lifted, revealing not only her face, but also a new facet of her personality. There, we realize that, despite her shyness, she possesses a fierce determination. In one of the most striking moments, Ririka challenges everyone's perception of her, showing she can be as calculating and fearless as Kirari. The question is, was this part of a bigger plan orchestrated by her sister, or an act of independence on her own? Gambling is a reflection of character at Hayakao Academy, and the same can be said about Ririka. In one memorable game, she demonstrates her strategic skill and emotional reading ability. It is in this moment that we begin to see maybe her mask isn't a symbol of weakness, but rather of patience. After all, who better to surprise than someone everyone underestimates? However, the relationship between Ririka and Kirari raises even more questions. There are moments when it seems like there is an unbreakable connection between them, almost as if they were two halves of the same whole. But other times we see signs of rivalry and even resentment. What does Ririka really feel about her sister? Is it admiration, envy, or something even more complex that transcends words and manifests in her subtle gestures? Another fascinating aspect of Ririka is how she deals with loneliness. Even when surrounded by people, her silence creates a barrier that few dare to cross. But is this loneliness voluntary, or is it the price she pays for being who she is? Perhaps to understand Ririka, we need to look beyond her actions and focus on her hidden motivations. As the series progresses, we see that Ririka isn't just a pawn in Kirari's game. She begins to carve her own path, albeit discreetly. This leads us to wonder, what if Ririka is the true strategist behind everything? What if her apparent submission is, in fact, a tactic to observe, learn, and, at the right moment, turn the game around? Her evolution throughout Kakegurui is a powerful reminder that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's silent, waiting for the right moment to manifest, and Ririka shows us that, in a world ruled by chaos, patience may be the greatest virtue. And then, we arrive at the final question. Is Ririka Momobami a shadow living under the blinding light of Kirari, or a star waiting for her moment to shine? Perhaps the answer lies hidden behind that white mask, or maybe it never was there at all. After all, what's more dangerous? The one who displays their power or the one who hides it, waiting for the right moment to act?